we be working down here in Miami, man. I be feeling like it'd be like hard for us to get to that next level. Yeah, we could get there, but it'd be hard for that extra dough to get kicked in.
I tell you, it's different. Like,
nah, back though definitely open.
Them people done moved out of there. They done packed that shit up. What y'all trying to kick that dough down for, man? You could build your own dough.
You could ownership, man.
Build everything right now. Like this shit is. I ain't gonna say it's too easy, but it's almost too easy. Like.
I've turned the fasten seatbelt sign back on because shit is about to get real.
Follow my trail. I'm trying to mislead you, baby. I'm trying to take care of you. Must be water and candy. I need you all. So you can go pick up. When it touch down, we hit. Everything lit. Everything Christmas. You can get down. You gon' get dismissed. I like to keep myself working and stay on my feelings cause I've been a rip shit. Throw my hood on some crip shit, but I'm on my nip shit. Ha. Yeah, let that shit breathe. Talk about me and Rans. Bitch be like thuggin' weed. Somebody just broke up the levy, my nigga, cause I'm about to flood all these streets. I'm starving, I just wanna eat. I can't get at the belly of the beast.
It's your boy DJ Messy Marv. I got two F1C in the building. Where we want to appreciate my nigga Young Breed for coming out tonight, spending some time with us.
What's out?
You feel me?
The dope bling, the coke clean. We don't come outside till the folks leave.
What's out?
You feel me? We vibing, man. That Miami talk as usual, man. How you doing today, man?
I can't complain, man. It's Father's Day. I'm just vibing.
Yeah, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. Special edition of the podcast, real quick. You feel what I'm saying? So all y'all boys out there doing your thing with your kids. Shout out to y'all boys, man. Shit. So what's good, Breed, man? What you got going on right now, man?
Just grinding, man. Same old shit. I'm really working on my cannabis strand. Doing a lot of cannabis branding. Shout out Southern High, you know what I mean? Shout out my dude DVD. So you know what I'm saying? We just putting a lot of stuff together, working behind the scenes with that. But on the music tip, you know, we in the studio, of course. Shout out Gunplay, he working on Animal Shelter right now.
Yo.
You know what I mean? So we going hard with that. I'm working on my EP right now, Big Blunt Breed. So you know what I'm saying? We just cooking. I just dropped FCX, the final edition, the Freestyle Chronicles.
Yeah. Talk about that, man.
Volume 10. Yeah, we did 10 volumes of that. Every 420, I get a streets a free mixtape. Just sliding on industry beats and shit like that. Just fucking around, and we really just started. I started doing it when we used to back when the mixtape market was heavy. We used to drop before we drop albums, we'd drop mixtapes, you know what I mean? Just to keep that buzz going, bubble up, let the streets know you dropping something, and people really took to it. So, you know what I mean? That was just a free mixtape I give to them, and I have fun doing it. It's 420 is what I'm about, so, you know what I mean? But we just wrapped up the 10th volume, so we've been doing it like a decade straight. So it's time to give them the Southern High Chronicles, you know
so
what I
that's
mean?
that was the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one right there, you know what I mean?
So what brought the transition from the Freestyle Chronicles or whatever to the Southern High?
I think really it was just growth, just time. You know, when you just tired of something, just like upgrading a whip or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause it's gonna definitely be the same vibe.
Elevating
you know what I mean?
like,
but you know, you just wanna you just wanna tidy it up. You might wanna go drop that Chevy back off the Sooty one more time. Tell them, hey, wet that bitch one more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all that is.
So what's the name like? Is that the brand of the strand
the
or whatever?
brand, Southern High. Shout out OG Cookie Monster too. He getting ready. My shit is actually in the curing stages right now. He getting ready to release our new strand for Southern High. So you know what I mean. Look for that.
And I see the logo and vibes, and you know. You know, it's always a Florida thing, down south thing, but my dog represented for the whole South on this one, man. He represented for the whole South, man. So that's what it's about right there. So, you know, it's all about unity, you know what I'm saying? The South got to stick together and, you know, whatever, but we got to make sure the crib's straight first before we move on to other things. But my man representing the whole South with his brand and all that.
For sure.
So, of course, you know, that's what we're about. You know, we you know, Dade County, you know, that's what, you know, we do. We smoke a little weed, do a little this, do a little that, whatever. What made you get into the, you know, the marijuana business? What made you want to get into that?
I mean, I've been in that for a while, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've really been in that for a while. Like, I used to go out to Cali. My people's got farms and shit out there. The whole nine. So I was really into it. When I realized it was getting ready to do the switch over, like this shit damn near legal out here. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can make a legal profit off this shit. You know what I mean? Like, we've been in the traps for years fucking with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Taking chances and, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they doing reform on that shit and all, where niggas coming home off this shit that was jammed up.
If you had these type of charges.
You got gentrified communities where they just selling this shit in the streets or putting tax on it. So niggas gotta come home, you know what I mean? So that's really what got me cultivated into it, like really, you know what I mean? And I wanted to really bring that shit down here and show motherfuckers, because we got a whole underground lane for that whole cannabis market, that whole cannabis branding. You know what I mean? Like when bitches think about weed, you know the first thing a bitch gonna say is West Coast, Cali, you know what I mean? And it ain't no disrespect to them, you know, that's the home of that shit. We all go out there and go smoke good and live like that, but you know what I mean? I want them to see the side of it coming from the South, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Most definitely, because I know, you know, I've been fucking with a couple of associates of yours. I saw you were fucking with like Elite Exotics.
Straight
you know
up.
what I'm saying? I fuck with them, you know, I go over there, you know, and get my pack from over there every now and then. And,
so Southern, that's your brand right there.
Yeah,
that's your strand.
Yeah, that's my strand, that's my brand, that's all that there.
Most definitely.
So, like, you know, Oakland and shit, right? Because I'm into that type of shit. Like, that's actually one of the things I want to get into myself, right? Because you spoke on the reform and shit. You know, Oakland got certain programs or whatever, right?
Right.
Well, a nigga get banned for the weed or shit, and in order for this particular, let's say Major League, shout out to Major League 2, man. If you love the backwoods, you gonna love these shits, man. These shits vibe. But suppose Major League started their own strand yesterday. I mean tomorrow, right?
Right.
If they was in Oakland, in order for them to operate, they'll have to hire somebody like us that has gone through some type of trauma with the war on drugs in order for them to keep their business going. So the thing we got to do in Florida is make sure that we continue that type of shit. Because a lot of niggas don't even know. They had a little thing on, I think that was on Noisy, some shit, man. They went to Oakland in the streets and they asked niggas, what about this program? You can get on with this company. You know, nobody like, program? Nigga, I ain't never heard of that shit before. These niggas from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Their program is for them and they don't know nothing about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure when it get down here to Miami, we educate people so they understand what's on the table for them. Because a lot of shit niggas
take advantage of that shit.
Exactly, because a lot of shit we don't take advantage of, dog. And being that we the early pioneers of it, or, you know, a brother like you the early pioneer of it, man, we got to make sure that we spread that knowledge, man, get all our people out the streets and into a more legal, generational wealth type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's most definitely what's up, you know. And we just gotta figure that shit out, man. We gotta figure that shit out.
That's most definitely the play.
I want to talk about tell us about a little bit where you grew up at. You know, for the people who don't know. You know,
for the people who don't know, I'm from CC. I'm from Carriage City. I grew up uptown. You know what I mean? Norland, all that whole area right there. My old girl, my grandma and them. I got peoples in, you know, Overtown, the city. That's where them ties really come in. That where I might be around the whole Miami and the bitch might really be wondering where the fuck I'm from. That's where that come from. You know what I'm saying? I got a big, long family tree, but I grew up uptown Carriage City, you know what I mean?
And I just want to take the time out to say right now, coming, like, you know what I mean? Because you was rapping way before I was rapping, you know what I mean?
Yeah, straight
Boy,
up.
you always had them bars, no matter, you know what I mean? I watched you, I was a fan and still a fan. I just want to tell you to your face, even, you know, bro, you was always, one thing about it, nigga couldn't play with Breed when it comes to the bars, like, you know what I mean? So I want to tell you to your face, like, bro, like, you know what I mean? You respect it, you got fans out here, bro.
I
so
love that.
most definitely, bro, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Look up to your style, look up to you as an artist, most definitely, bro. For sure.
Nah, on that, the piggyback off what he said, I was in like Tampa from like 2013 to like 17, 18, whatever.
Gotcha.
So when I pulled up on the little woo-woos and the little breezies, whatever, you know, I'm repping the crib. I won't bumping Breed, I was bumping Gunplay. Like I had like a Project President's shit, bro. That shit was my shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna
the mixtape game was heavy.
Yeah, man. That's what I was bumping in Tampa heavy, man. That Project President shit, man. All the Freestyle Chronicles and shit that was out at that time and shit. Bitches was like, damn, who that is? Like, that's Breed, man. Breed from the crib, you know. And then there was a couple of niggas, you know. I'm a hood nigga, so every time I go out of town, I go to the spots. Man, I gotta find the weed. I gotta find the ratchet chicks, all that good shit. So I was over there at 43rd and Tampa and shit. Shout out to Tampa, 43rd. Shout out to West Side, Main Street, all them niggas over there. Y'all showed me major love, man. I ain't never have a hard day in Tampa off them boys, real shit. But yeah, man, so I always bumped that shit, man. They talking about some damn, bro, woo, Miami like this, Miami like that, but. You know, it was all repping, man. And y'all boys make it easy for a nigga to rep the crib for sure, man. That was live.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what we do it for.
Where that name came from, though, with the Project President, where you came up with that at?
Project President, that's back to my family, you know what I mean? My old girl really used to stay in different projects. So, like, I grew up in graveyard projects. We was in motherfucking.
You was one of the first ones running that project.
Yeah. Grew up in, you know, my old girl stayed in Lorraine, just shout out down south. So, you know what I mean? We was in different projects. That's all that really came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, don't, like he said, nobody in Miami claiming that Project President shit, and you was really.
Yeah, cause that's something. I mean, if you think about it and you look at it, that's something that we really only possess. Really, like. We got housing projects. People ain't know what they was or understood what that was, but those were apartments for low-income families. You know what I mean? Like, those were apartments for low-income families. Like, so we called them projects. They was housing projects. So that's all that really was.
Most definitely.
All right, so I want to take a stroll, man. Tell us about the process of making the Carrot City Cartel, man. People want to know about that, man.
Man, that you know,
that's a classic project right there. That shit was hard.
Yes, you know, Triple C's, that was already embedded. You know what I mean? I was already 10 years in the game before I even got into it. I was just one of the youngest members to get put on. You feel me? And that just came from when I was in the, you know, I grew up in CC, so I already knew Gunplay. I already knew Ross. You know what I mean? Like they knew my older brothers and shit like that. So. They already used to see me running around, fucking around, and when I started doing the music, first I was with Piccolo. You know what I mean? That's another hometown.
Okay. We had Piccolo on the show not too long ago.
Yeah,
shout out Piccolo.
I mean? That's Lock and Vito, and you know, I used to go on the road, do shows with them.
Ghetto Gospel you was in?
No. That Co-Defendant.
Co-Defendant. That's the name.
Yeah. So we used to go on the road and do shows. Ross used to put us on a lot of shows, let us open up. So he already had his eye on me when it came to the music. But when me and Gunplay got in the studio and Torch, we started doing mixtapes, freestyles, different things. They started letting me come to their shows. Then we built so much music, the catalog we had, it just made sense at the time. You know, Ross was getting ready to, you know, build up his MMG imprint. He was getting ready to bring it to the square. So he just had that on the table and was like, man, let's do it. So we just, you know, we went to cooking. That's all that was. It was just work. It was just shit was just put into place, timing, everything just made sense.
So what's up with a part 2 to that?
It's still music on the table, man. Gunplay was just chopping it up about that the other day, man. You know, you never know. We cooking.
That shit
we
there,
cooking,
boy.
man. We just cooking, man.
Heavy, man.
Yeah, we got
had that gold record, I believe, man.
That gold was a very good single. That is very simple. But do you realize, like, back when you was shooting the Everyday video shoot, right? Did you realize how epic that video was gonna be?
Bro,
like niggas don't even know how epic that is. Like, there was a lot of legends in that video.
Let me put you up straight up.
Everybody.
I'm finna give y'all a whole roller coaster ride straight up. This how fast shit was moving. That day was the day I found out we were shooting the video. Like, we probably recorded the song 2 days before that. Like, that's how shit was moving. Like, Ross was on he was on a rampage. Like, shit was going. He was recording his album. We was doing our album. So shit was just like, so at the time, I don't really think I ever, during that Triple C run, I don't think I ever really got a chance to really even grasp a feeling or emotion. It was just work, get busy, you know what I mean?
Straight to it.
Yeah, just straight to it, you know what I mean?
Because we were watching that video, we revisited that video the other day, and I was like, dog, they had Shife produce the beat from Palm Beach.
Shout out
Shife. J-Dub at the time was signed to Jeezy, Broward County. They had Jaw Boys on there from Dade County. That was like a South Florida vibe. And then they had all these legend ass niggas like Killer Mike, Bun B, Nipsey Hussle was in the video, R.P. Nip, you know what I'm saying? That shit was like, yeah, man. And it was like, damn. Well, that was an epic ass video, but I don't think motherfuckers really grasped how epic that video was at the time, because it was just, you know, it was like you say, everybody just working, everybody doing their thing.
Rich Boy, not Rich the Kid.
Rich Boy, yeah.
I take that back. I'm sorry. I take that back. Rich.
Shout out Rich Boy.
Yeah.
The whole Alabama.
That shit was hard.
Correct that.
Yeah, what's up with the car game, man? Why you think Miami is the Dunk Kings, man? Because like I say, I done lived in Tampa.
Yeah.
You know, no disrespect to Tampa, nowhere else in Florida. We all do it how we do it, but I feel like the crib, we just do it the best. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most definitely.
I mean, I just think that just that's our culture, man. I just think, you know, that's something we started. You know what I mean? It's like getting money, you want an old school, you finna hook that bitch up. Mm-hmm. And I think the rest of, but right now it's just like, man, I feel like Florida on top when it come to that Chevy game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we've been, but it's definitely coming back full circle. Like, you know what I mean? We've been on it though.
Yeah, we've been on it. Mm-hmm. But you know that shit. I believe that culture, that don't ride culture, come from Dade County. You know what I mean? But shit, it's live right now. The whole Florida hip, they know what time it is.
How you feel about the Florida scene, like far like the music and the whole culture of it, like? How you feel, what direction it's going in, like how you feel about it, like you fucking with it?
I love that shit. I love Florida. I love the Florida music scene right now, cause you got a bunch of young niggas that really taking advantage of what we call independent music. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I love. That's the whole part of it that captivate me, like that always have me repping Florida. You know what I mean? Cause it's different now. You know what I mean? It ain't about a nigga going in the strip club right now and making your music be the hottest song right now. Mm-hmm. It's not about that. Like somebody could really sit in the studio, go to the crib, and build a fan base off straight marketing. Like a nigga might just do TikTok all day. And a nigga might blaze off that bit. What it do, bruh?
Chuck Loke in the building, fuck it, I'm a shopping dog. I got Chuck Loke in the building. Hey, fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
It just, it's a different wave, and Florida really took that bitch and ran with it, and know what time it is. Like they really got the spotlight on them. You know what I mean? And every avenue, every market, everywhere you look, like you gonna see it. So I fuck with that shit.
And since we talking about Florida, I want to take this time out to say R.P.'s XXX. His birthday, I think, was yesterday to it. Yeah, R.P. to the legend, the young legend. We want to take this time out to say that too. He put on for the Florida scene, most definitely. Most definitely. Go ahead, bro. See what you was going to say.
Nah, man. You know, shit. We be talking about the culture. We be talking about it. You know. Why you feel like it's so hard? Because like I said, you know, we be working down here in Miami, man. I be feeling like it'd be like hard for us to get to that next level. Yeah, we could get there, but it'd be hard for that extra dough to get kicked in, man. What do you feel like it's going to take for Miami to get on that next level shit?
I don't know, man. They might be kicking down the door. Ain't even nobody sitting behind the desk no more.
That shit.
I'm trying to tell you, it's different. Like,
back though, definitely open.
Them people done moved out of there. They done packed that shit up. What y'all trying to kick that door down for, man? You could build your own dough. You could
ownership, man.
Build everything right now. Like this shit is. I ain't gonna say it's too easy, but it's almost too easy. Like
you gotta have to apply that.
If you know what you doing, if you got your marketing game on point, and you know what you trying to attack, I think you could win. You feel me? I think that's anybody. You know what I'm saying? I get all type of motherfuckers come up to me every day, be like, "Damn, bro, man, call Ross." I be like, "Man, get your ass on." I be like, "Bro, you can do this shit by yourself, bro. Like, what you doing? Like, man, stop playing." You a young nigga, man, you better get out there and grind, boy. It's easy. Like, it's easier than I had to grind.
That was just gonna ask you that. I was just gonna, so you feel like it's easier now.
Yeah, I definitely feel like
you came up.
Yeah, I ain't had no fucking Instagram back then. I ain't have all that TikTok shit, Snapchat. I ain't had that back then. I was, you know, I definitely, my career ran into it, of course, but I'm talking like now. How do you like? Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. TikTok is an app.
Yeah.
Let's remind ourselves. That's an app. People play on. They just be.
I still don't even know how to use that motherfucker. I don't know how to use TikTok. I ain't never downloaded the motherfucker. I don't know how to use the motherfucker at all.
Come on, man.
You know,
You could do a whole music video on Thriller, like Triller, whatever that shit. Like, come on, bro. It's too easy.
It's a lot of resources out here for people to, you know, make something for themselves, especially with the music game.
Look at cameraman. Look at that cameraman. Visuals in itself is something where people could build a career off.
Most definitely.
Like, if you an artist and you ain't got you no visual, you ain't got you nothing.
That's the number content. That's the number one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fuck y'all boys up with this one. You could make a revenue stream by taking shit out the box on YouTube. Unboxings. Motherfuckers getting millions of views for just taking shit out the box. Showing you what's inside the box.
They do.
You feel me? Like, you're right. It's easy. All you gotta do is apply yourself.
Content.
Yeah, and put it out
Be
there.
consistent with that content.
Yeah, it might pop, it might not.
This
But
bitch
you gotta
getting
try.
millions of views watching a motherfucker eat.
Eat the mukbang shit. Yeah, that's
Nah, I ain't see that one.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that one throw me. That's the one that throw me. I'm like, yo,
I got people that literally tell me like,
bro, that shit make me
I be
wanna,
like,
that
bro,
shit nasty to me.
I had this type
It's
of conversation
nasty
and the
to me,
bitch would be like, I ain't gonna lie, I be watching that shit.
Nah,
I never even heard
bro,
of
that shit nasty to me, bro.
I'm like, nah.
Watching
So,
niggas eat.
But you know, they said it's a mind thing. They said like, but motherfucker, it's therapeutic. They know,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they say
They
it's
say it's
therapeutic.
like it's.
So
what you gotta watch?
Come on.
Bro. You gotta watch.
Come on.
It's nasty to me though.
When you would have thought a bitch would get money for sitting down
Eating shrimp and crabs and shit.
When you would have thought that? Like, so come on, man. Like, this shit too wide open, man.
And that's it. Like, yeah, all the content, you just gotta be consistent.
That's how I feel like, yeah, it's a little easier, you know what I mean?
Nah, you ain't lying.
But it's still hustling though. I don't knock nobody that's getting it. However you getting it, whichever way you getting it, I ain't tripping. Do your dollar. You know what I mean? But it's just, I just show people like, bro, it's fucking a wage, bro. Like, come on.
You not
Work
you
your
not
set.
sleep.
Yeah, like, come on, man, shit. I run into a motherfucker that's getting a million of views eating. I'm be like, damn, you can't play my song? Why you
Most
That's a
definitely.
million motherfuckers listening to my shit. That's how I'm thinking. You feel me?
Most definitely.
But that's the game right now. You gotta run them screens up, see what's happening, man. Work the side.
Yeah.
I just be trying to give niggas free game. Cause that's what I got. That's how I ate. That's how I moved. I moved out free game. I moved out watching niggas, seeing what it was. Yeah, I was blessed to be on certain scenes, to see certain shit, to hear certain shit. Like, damn, I could do that too. Shit. I could run it up. Shit, let's go.
Yeah.
You feel like it's less of that though? Cause like I said, we like older a little piece, like, you know what I'm saying, in the game, whatever, where it was cool to put your dog on. We feel like a lot of niggas nowadays more on that, or we gonna keep the game to ourselves, fucking niggas, like I ain't telling niggas shit. Cause I you know, we see a lot of that in the streets where niggas get put on and they don't share with their dogs on certain information, and like you say, it's about giving niggas free game. If I get some information, I'm gonna say, bro, you know you could do woo 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 off woo woo woo. But nowadays it ain't really like that too much. Niggas done switched it up.
I don't know. I don't see a lot of it. You know what I mean? From my point of view, I might see it might be more young niggas really fucking with each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Larry being changed.
like they just showed, it was just a clip I just seen on Rap Come Up. I think they just showed a couple niggas in the studio, like some top Florida heads in the studio together, dropping some shit. I know Hot Boy was one of them.
Yeah.
A couple other top, you know what I mean? Like niggas who got a wave right now. But I mean, I see them boys pretty much working together and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it's always a few that's gonna be the exception to the rule, but it's always, you know, you got, like I said, it's gonna be them few niggas. That's
What
gonna
about
be
Miami though? I'm talking what about, I mean, pretty much for the Florida, I mean, I can agree with what you say. Florida, for the head, for the niggas who really like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Miami.
but what about Miami though? The core of Miami, like, what you think? Like, you know, like, far as artists is like networking and really like, you know, what you say?
I think Miami, they pretty much network for the most part that I see. You know what I mean? I see a lot of the if we name if we can name a few artists that's moving around in Miami or got a buzz, I pretty much think a few of them done collab, made records that done stuck to the crib, where the crib really consider them that Miami music, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, that Miami sound.
Yeah. So I think they, for the most part, Miami is definitely getting better when it comes to that. You know what I mean? We got this past couple years, we done had a lot of Miami concerts, so to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, niggas throwing
And
concerts.
that go from the underground to the
Rolling Louds,
mainstream underground, whatever we want to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it done been a few of those. So I think Miami definitely got a path they building. The new Miami generation that's coming up and doing their thing. You know what I mean? I like it. At least I like how that shit going.
Yeah, it's changing. It's definitely changing in the direction that, you know what I mean, that's trying to put legs on the city, like that's trying to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you know what I mean, niggas coming together though.
And they doing it their way. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not a bunch of people arguing over the radio, talking about who ain't playing this. I think everybody getting their streams up. They got their fans, their fan base. You know what I mean? We got our visual dudes, our people. You know, it's a lot of top camera dudes down here doing their dollar. So I really fuck with how the crib moving.
You feel like that the Rolling Loud Festival coming down here every year is like a more bring more spotlight to a lot of local artists? Because sometimes I see on the little what you call it when they got all the artists' name on the list? What you call that shit again? The lineup. Like, they always throw like one or two local niggas in there. You feel what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, because like, damn, if you gonna have a concert in Miami, throw a couple of niggas from Miami in there, and even if a nigga ain't performing, it's like a big Miami presence in the behind the scenes thing. Every time they show you the little Rolling Loud shit when it's down here, it's a lot of niggas from the crib up in that thing. Even if they ain't performing, they getting love.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
Smoking their little weed, vibing, you know, doing what the Rolling Loud shit saying supposed to do, man.
Yeah.
You know, out of time, people come and get to see the Miami vibes for what it is from the street side. Yeah. That shit be right there at the crib and at the stadium.
On a big stage, big light. I fuck with that.
Yeah, that shit be what it be. You think Miami need more of that, more festivals, more yearly things?
Boy, that's why I say, they building it. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Culture Club. It'd be a lot of independent, you know what I'm saying, hustlers down here putting together events, bringing, you know what I mean? They bring the crib together. I fuck with all that shit.
Dope fiends, walking up and down the street. I need some more weed, codeine and RP. Trap house OC, make a fiend OD. When you inhale the dope, you gotta breathe slowly. Junkie playing with the needles, fully got a slow lead. What you want, come shop, got everything that you need. Good dope, make you choke, you can feel it in your knees. Better watch what you say, them little niggas don't play. I be staying out the way, catching plays every day. Rolling off the dope, you can see it in his face. Say through the shit, 7 days, 7 ways. Miami, Florida, love the Dolphins, hurricanes, and cocaine. I 95, big body, I'm in all 4 lanes. I'm waiting for somebody to try me so I can bust a nigga brain. You know I don't promote the violence, but I don't play no fucking game. Kick the hot shoes, being childish, I don't be with that acting strange. I just left the casino, I got chips in the wood. Might just jump out on your block, we got them sticks in the wood. Hold on, this a sneaky link, I got your bitch in the wood. If your bitch with me, she get hit and that's it. Once I hit a bitch, I gotta leave, gotta dip. Crack a jump behind me, you know I'ma flee off the rip. Gotta pull a chase, large amount of weed in this wood. And we got extra drug, person, codeine in this bitch. I'm with a lot of thugs, you know SLT in this bitch. Money on my thumbs, on FPC in this bitch. A whole lot of thugs, never know what I did for this shit. Get this shit my all blood, sweat and tears in this shit. Don't play with me, don't play my money, you get killed for this shit. Longhorn or the steak, stripping ribs for a bitch. I might fuck off a perky, pop a pill for a bitch. Who the fuck I'm finna tell? Keep it sealed with a bitch. Put her on a contract and cut a deal with a bitch. I can't work with niggas, I found better skills in the bitch. Neighborhood superstar, I know how it feel to be rich. Can't get beside myself, I know that it's kill to be killed. And I be stepping wrong, fuck around, get killed on the drill. They run and take a soul, you ain't gotta kill to be killed. You better leave me alone. I'm a shark, I am more than a fish. Making soda in the kitchen, fuck up more than the dish. Ran off on plenty plugs for way more than a pinch. 3-5, no less than dubs, ain't no dimes in this bitch. They say 9 be watching us, or spies in this bitch. What they doing is nigga need the FBI for this shit. Niggas writing statements on that crime watching shit. Ain't nobody never tell you supposed to lie about that shit. Better fight and beat your case before you die about that shit. Cause every time a nigga snitch, you supposed to slide about that shit.
Man, we back. vibing.
In the Cockpit, you already know. Motherfucking Cockpit, podcast, Miami shit.
Vibing good. So yeah, man, what we were talking about, yeah, you know, we talked about the admin shit, you know, we talked about the business vibes, you know, you say what you gonna do with the extortion game, man. Let's see, like, what's next for Breed on the solo shit? What you working on next? What's coming out next?
Some EPs I'm getting ready to drop. Big Blunt Breed on the way. I'm in the studio with that right now.
Talk about that, man.
Cooking up, man. I wanted to drop it at the end of the summer, but I'm gonna just see what it do. I might just hold it out, waiting on a few features. I might just hold it out and do it on my birthday for December. So, you know what I mean? But we cooking in the meantime, though. I'm gonna give them a few records, a few leaks and shit. See what's happening.
Okay, and what's up with what features can we get? Like, can we expect? You know, what big features?
No, I'm holding them down. I'm holding them down because some of them ain't send them.
Okay, what's up?
If they ain't send them, I don't want to bend them. Yeah, you heard me.
All right, so I'm gonna say this though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give the people a little something. I don't know if they know about this. I'm gonna give them a little something. So I was recently in the studio with Play. He was getting the animal shelter shit together, right?
Right.
You know, and then Play went live. I called him going live. You know, I heard the song they were working on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I heard your verse on a little something, you know, and I hear how you coming. You know, you sound like, you know,
most down.
You sound like you rejuvenated. You sound like you got like a little. Like you back to the old vibes a little piece, man. Like how I was hearing you, man. Like what's up with that?
I think it just be the atmosphere, man. We just be having fun in there, man. You know how it go, man. I think too you on a few of them shits too.
Yeah, I know most definitely. Yeah, we making the classic, brother.
Yeah, I heard two on a few of them.
My bad, Play. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that, but I had to, you know what I'm saying?
He went crazy. He went crazy.
Cooking right now. Yeah, but I just think of the atmosphere, man. We just be in there having fun, man. You know what I mean? Like, me and Gunplay probably ain't been in the studio in a few months, so just
talk
with us
about
getting
that
in
session.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just a good vibe, man. You know, when we go in there, we just build off each other. We just cook off each other. He'll play some beats. He might have some hooks. I might have a hook or two. We just go in that bitch and cook. You know what I mean? So it just be the atmosphere, man. Just catching up, getting to it. You know what I mean? And just be creating a vibe. That's why I think it sound like that. It just, you know what I mean? It's just authentic.
Yeah. So before that, when was the last time you guys recorded? You know, y'all got in there.
I think it probably been maybe like 3 months. Probably like 3 months or so. Yeah, because I think the last time we recorded we was in Atlanta and shit. So it might have been like it been a few months though. Been a few months.
Okay. I will say, like, on some rap shit, like as far as organization, I see Ross probably like a Bill Belichick type motherfucker in Gunplay like Tom Brady. When I was in there, man, the way he was just orchestrating that shit, like, hey, my nigga, you from down south, you go first, and then we gonna bring the New York nigga on, you gonna bring that New York vibe, and damn, this nigga gonna come on. I was like, damn, like I was mad impressed just the way the recording process was and how you actually thought shit through or whatever the case may be like that. You got
if you think about it, like, I don't know if people be noticing or not. You know, Gunplay, this man, he shoot his own videos and shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he sure
like, you know what I mean? He gonna write his own treatment. I just think he just want to be more hands on with everything. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's with anybody. You know what I mean? So if you under somebody tutelage and you been getting that game from somebody, you know, you just itching to, you know, you want to show what you done learned, you want to do, and you want to put your own spin to it. You know what I mean? And I
display that.
Yeah, and I really think that's really Gunplay whole focal. You know what I mean? That's why he really looking like you say, like a Tom Brady. How he in there orchestrating, how he in there putting the verses together. He in there putting the producers together. He letting me know which verses he feel like sound like what. If I gotta come in there, you know what I mean? We really in there cooking. So that's what I fuck with. That's what I support. I'm behind that bitch 110%. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, man. That's love, man. I just like seeing that Miami shit come together and do it for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Miami, we have so much talent down here that just gets slept on, and I'm personally tired of it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things this podcast is about, man. Get more exposure out there.
Straight
build something for the crib, for
Shout
the
out to Cockpit,
you feel what I'm saying? So we can push more artists, get more younger artists on, get newer artists on, get them exposure, and build a system for the crib so the crib can. And you see a nigga, might see a nigga interview one day on Cockpit and he platinum tomorrow. You might see a nigga perform on Cockpit and you know whatever. Like that's what it's about, you know. And Miami, we, you know, that shit we talking about bringing shit together and whatever. That's what we really about, man. Because the other shit don't get us no money, man. Yeah, we could do that. Everybody know what Miami about. They see it on TV all the time, but that shit don't get us no money, man. And you know, we gotta really try to fix all that other shit.
I wanna backtrack a little bit. You know, one of my favorite records, man. One of my favorite verses from you, that the plug shit, man.
Plug.
You gotta talk.
Load up the AK in the motherfucking Mac 11. 100 things to the dope, motherfucking bless.
That's 783. That's what, 2015?
Yeah, I think you called it out.
2015. Everybody in a good space. Everybody in a good mode. We on our MMG run for sure. Meek Mill, one of the hottest niggas. Just really like going nationwide. Wale already on top. French Montana, I think, was in the studio at that time too.
Okay, yeah.
Iceberg was there. Shout out Billion.
Shout out Iceberg. Billion Bird for sure.
Damn. We was in the studio cooking. Ross played a few records for everybody. He like, hey, I want you to jump on this shit right here with me.
He told you that?
Yeah, he like, I want you to jump on this shit right here with me. He was like, you got to rep though, because I'm on here too. So, you know what I mean? You got to rep for the crib.
That's what he told you, with them words.
Yeah, he was like, you got to rep for the crib.
Show the words of the ball.
And the scenery, you know, if people don't know about the plug or if they ain't never heard it, it's basically talking about a plug who Meek them was getting money with. Meek them basically was setting the plug up to rob him. Him and O'Malley was finna rob the plug. The plug called me, and it's basically like I'm sliding for the plug. So that's how we set the song up, you know what I mean? Like all us was like, hey, this how we gonna do it, boom, boom, boom. So that shit was just a creative song. That shit was just fun.
Y'all was in the studio together, all y'all?
No. I think that those set of people I named was in the studio. Meek and O'Malley was out. I think Meek was on tour at the time.
Okay.
So Meek and O'Malley was sending their verses.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? But we definitely was communicating though, you know what I mean? They was calling, hey, this how we gonna set it up, do this, boom, boom, boom. So, you know what I mean? We lined that shit up. That shit was live. That shit still hit to the day. Like when I walk in the club, they still gonna play that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Miami really fuck with that shit.
Down on that
one,
boy. You stood down.
You know, I fuck with that shit.
Yeah. You got that other classic too though. That I got a Cuban leak. Haitian Bowl. Yeah, that shit, that was my shit.
What's the name of that?
That was the first one that I heard.
I think that name of that shit was a plug.
Plug. That was plug. That's the name of that one.
Plug.
Yeah. That was like the first time I heard you. I was like, damn, boy, this nigga like I said, it was the delivery, the voice, just the crib. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me an instant fan of the shit right there. You know what I mean? But how did that record come about? You feel what I'm saying? How did that
just cooking in the studio, man. We was just I think Young Trizzo did that beat. Just back in the days, just cooking in the lab, putting together records, shooting videos. It was just a formula. It was just having fun, you know what I mean? Some hard shit. Go in. We was just having fun, man, putting that street shit together.
What about the ghetto gospel?
Ghetto Gospel.
Yeah, talk to me about that.
I think that was Freestyle Chronicle 9. That might have been, it was either 8 or 9, but whatever one that was, that might have been the only one that I put on iTunes that I did all original songs on. So Ghetto Gospel was just one of the records when I think dude sent that beat to me. Was he I don't know if he was an actual New Orleans or Louisiana producer, but it just gave me that vibe.
That New Orleans vibe.
Yeah, it just gave me that vibe. And you know, I was just in the studio cooking and shit. That's all that was.
That's the shit right there, man.
All right, what in this day in music and shit, how the music's spinning, what keep you motivated and creative, and like, and what keep you, inspired to keep doing this shit?
I think what keep me inspired is just seeing basically seeing artists go through the same things as far as building. Like you might see an artist one day where his song might just be popping on the radio, then the next thing you know, you might see him taking that picture in front of Atlantic or Def Jam. Then the next thing you know, this might be the biggest artist of the year. He might be on one of them XXL covers. Yeah. That shit right there motivate me. You know what I mean? That shit keep me inspired. Like I be like, damn, dog, this shit, like, or whoever it is, you know what I mean? I be like, damn, I just saw dog 3 months ago doing this. Well, I saw this nigga 3 months ago on TikTok. Everybody was doing this dance, and now he lit. Like, that shit keep me inspired.
That's
I like
real non-hating shit to say, right? That's some real player shit to say, like.
I ain't no bro.
But that motivate me though.
That's a real. A lot of niggas want to say that though. A lot of niggas want. You know what I mean? They want to say that. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, I noticed you fuck with a lot of young niggas too. Like, you did a project with Social Living True and Lil Dre. Shout out to Poochie. I see. Most niggas, you ain't gotta do that, but you still reach out, you still keep in touch with the streets, you still tap in with the younger artists and the newer artists, and you still try to get them a platform to, hey, tap into my fan base, woo woo. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Talk, go ahead.
No, go ahead, go.
Talk about that though, about the process. It was like, basically like, working with Soldier Living True, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
that was
that process.
All right, Soldier Living True was a artist that basically just on some me knowing him from the streets, just seeing him in the hood. Me and him had a mutual acquaintance. Shout out Blackie Chan. We met each other for years. You know what I'm saying? And just fucking with him. That was another young artist that was hustling and just used to be asking me like, damn, bro, how such and such, man, how I get in tap with this thing? And we just started doing music. And his situation basically, he was in a legal situation. You know what I mean? Like, he was on house arrest. He couldn't really move how he needed to move. And the things I was trying to show him, I ain't want to just be an artist that'll just tell somebody something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know what I mean by that. Like,
show and prove.
I don't want to be the nigga that tell you, hey, well, you can walk in this store and get this shit for $5. Just go over there. If you ask me where I get something from, you feel me? Yeah. I'm that type of nigga that's gonna say, shit, come on, jump in right quick. I'm finna take you up here, so you can see my nigga where I get this shit from, and you can get this shit for the $5.
Okay.
So, with me trying to tell him, like, bro, you gotta go in the clubs, you gotta go in the streets. I want you to go over here. It was kind of an obstacle for him because he was on house arrest. So, you know what I mean? We chopped it up with his PO. We got a little situation where I really explained to him, like, bro, this young dude doing music. Like, he got to feed his family. Like, he can make something happen with his music. If he can go out there and let the people hear his music, he can start getting paid for shows and he can provide for what he got to provide for. So that's really, like, what our whole basis of that was. That was just him hollering at me, and I just, you know what I mean? Like, I just seen his hunger. I seen what he wanted to do, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you look at him right now, me and him did our couple projects, what that was, like 5, 6, 7 years ago maybe. Yeah. And if you look at him right now, he working towards big things, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got his whole Soldier Living True movement, you know what I mean? He got his marketing scheme, he know what he doing, you get what I'm saying? He running his streams up. He got a situation. You know what I mean? And
shout out Soldier.
We still repping that. We still, you know what I mean? He got his whole camp. You know what I mean? Like straight like that.
He definitely took heed to obviously what you done.
Nah, he definitely. You know what I mean?
The game up.
And he had his vision. He had his own vision. Don't ever get me wrong. He had his own vision. But that's what I really think like helped him embody what he doing right now. You know what I mean? Like, instead of a nigga just telling somebody, hey, this how you need to do this, like, we made a way for him to go out there, go in the street, shake some hands, meet some motherfuckers and say, hey, I got this, I'm doing this. And I'm like, bro, it's gonna stick. Just do what you do. I fuck with this shit. I wouldn't jumped on a song with you if I don't fuck with it. So, you know what I mean? That's how I feel like that go with him. You know what I mean? And I fuck with that. I just think if everybody do that, or if everybody take an opportunity, or just invest some time in a motherfucker, you know what I mean? You could get them type of results, and that shit could be good for a lot of people.
Most definitely, man. Just like I said, he's all about spreading the love, staying sucker free, and just keeping it moving and all that. Man. Nah, but that's dope. Like I said, I like seeing, Miami trying to fuck with Miami, and you doing a project with all the younger artists like Poochie, Dread.
It's a great thing to see.
You just did one with a nigga on. I don't know if food from the crib or not. Dane.
Yeah, shout out Dane. He from Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he from Baton Rouge, but he got peoples down here, so we just chopped it up, did some business, and handled that. Yeah.
Now, project. I only got a couple of songs into it, but for just the sound is there. Breed is there. Food got some talent on his hands as well. So,
that nigga smoke.
It is what it is on that. That's the vibe. But like I said, man, we're just ready for your shit to come out, man. And we appreciate you for coming by, man, and fucking with us, and doing all that good shit there. And we're gonna get you in the booth, get that freestyle, man, get you up out of here, man. Anything you wanna tell the people before we go though?
Nah, y'all already know, man. Y'all make sure y'all check in, man. Follow Southern Hot Inc. Y'all follow me on all social media platforms, YBMMG, you know what I mean? And y'all stay tuned. FCX out right now. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to Cockpit, you heard me?
Most definitely, man. DJ Messy Marv, 2 F1C, Young Breed, we out.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate your name, man.
It's that Rams. Dade County shit, you heard me? 305, Uptown CC, you heard me? Triple C forever, nigga. Double MG. Hey, these niggas hold, they get exposed and go to playing what they know. They think I'm trying to build a strip club. How I'm buying all these pole niggas know they play at me, and we gon' send shit through they door. They know I'm lit, I'm with the shit, so there. Sure, I told a stick, niggas talking all that sideways shit to get you flipped at any club, at any light, at any whip them niggas rent. They just mad cause I keep getting all this weight and I don't live. They still trying to touch that road when all my packs be getting shipped. I've been had this, I've been had that, been had bitches on my dick. They can't make they next move till I pull mine, them niggas sick. Seen my first 100K when I was legit back in 06. Add cash, ass gutter, ass some niggas I can't mention. Got some freako, let me skeet all in they face when they be kissing. Both they baby daddy blowing up they phone when they be missing. And I don't pay for pussy, but that head good on my tip or try to put me for a walkthrough, but it's motherfucking trippin'. Young.